Hi, I'm Vince Lisi with Prudential Ambassador Real Estate here in Omaha, Nebraska. Today I want to talk about renting versus owning, the pros and the cons of those. There's really a number of things that you need to consider. First of all, in Omaha we're a little different than a lot of markets throughout the country. Rents have been going up over the last 3 or 4 years, and affordability in mortgage payments has been coming down over the last 3 or 4 years. Interest rates are all-time low, and home prices have fell. So in our marketplace, unlike many marketplaces, to rent something versus owning it, the monthly payment is going to be very, very close to the same thing, except when you get up into the executive market. One of the things really to consider is how long are you going to live in a property. If you're going to live there only 1 or 2 years, then you should seriously consider renting, because you're not going to build up much equity in that time frame. Now it depends on your needs. If you've got a family and they want a house, you're buying that house because of the circumstances of living in it and entertaining in it and raising a family in it, not so much for financial investment. But over time, rents are going to continue to rise, and they're going to go up. So 5 or 10 years from now, your rent payment is going to be substantially more than it is today. When you buy a house, you've got a monthly payment, and that payment 5, 10, 15 years from now is going to be the exact same as it is today, unless you refinance it and even make it lower. So you have stability and know what that payment is as you move forward. There's benefits in owning in that you get tax credits where you do not get those tax credits when you're renting. One of the benefits of renting is that you can get up and move at the end of your lease and you don't have a house to sell or anything else. One of the other things to consider is really how good is your credit, because if you don't have good credit, you maybe want to consider renting for a while to build your credit rating up so you can get good credit, so you can make sure that you are getting a affordable interest rate on your loan and you're not paying a higher interest rate. So I think at the end of the day, you need to really say what's more important to you. One of the last things that I want you to consider is when you own a home, you have the ability to knock down walls, remodel, paint, redecorate, do whatever you want. Where you're renting, you're really very limited. You're in a space and that's somebody else's space, and it's not really up to you without their approval to be making improvements for that. So it's a lifestyle choice, but long term, I don't think there's much question that owning a home will build you equity. You're going to have a payment locked in, and ultimately at some end of the time, you will have a house that's clear and free, where rents are going to go up over time, but short term, in many cases, renting makes sense if you're only there 1, 2, or maybe 3 years. Thank you.